Welcome mates, I am Bloodthirsty Lord by Yunkami Lordy, and today we are back on another Predator Hunting Grounds video, and in this video we'll be discussing a theory or idea that could be plugged into the game of Predator Hunting Grounds that we can utilize and play as a playable character, and that is the Predator, the Super Predator from the 2018 movie in the game. We'll be talking about the possibilities of this occurring and what to expect when utilizing a character like this in Predator Hunting Grounds. But before we do get into this video, make sure to hit that like button to show your support towards the channel, and hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with our content on the daily or whenever we do upload it to the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video, mates. So Predator Hunting Grounds has a great chance to become a very wonderful game for many players to enjoy, even though many players are skeptical on the idea of the game succeeding and growing in popularity, but we can see a chance for this game to succeed, so I'm going to keep talking about it and highlighting the possibilities of what they can utilize to their advantage as a company to make this game great for everyone to enjoy. And one of those ideas is playing the Super Predator from the Predator 2018 movie in this game. You can have special game modes like the Super Predator against 4 other Predators. Instead of versing Marines, you would verse 4 Predators. And the Super Predator just running around, destroying players, and having a blast. I think that's going to be very intriguing, because instead of playing the Predator against Marines, you get a little bit of a twist when it's Predator or Super Predator against Predators. And that'd be kind of cool to see. That's something I want to see in the game, but the chance of that occurring may be low, but a special game mode in the future could be a possibility. Because if they just want to have a main focus on Predators only, and no aliens involved in this at all, you could utilize the Super Predator within this game as well. And what weapons would we expect underneath the Super Predator's belts or class loadout? We could expect the use of Predator dogs like in the movie, as the Predator is able to cast them out and chase down the enemies or the Predator in that movie as well. Same thing could happen here, chasing down Marines or Predators within the game as they follow a scent of the players. After a minute of them running away from it, the Predator dogs start pretty much chasing that scent until they get close to their target when the enemy is pretty much camping or stationary. If they are, then the Predator dog will catch up to them and they have to fight off the Predator dog. I think that'll be kind of intriguing to see in the game. Other weapon choice will be the use of wrist blades. Obviously, every Predator in every game or movie has used a wrist blade. But in this wrist blade in the Predator 2018 movie, he was able to shoot it out like a projectile as well. Could we expect the same thing here? Instead of using a spear to chuck that across the map, you'll be able to use a projectile wrist blade instead. Two other choices that we'll be able to use like every other Predator would be his invisibility and plasma cutter. There's any modifications towards these except for the plasma cutter's location being placed on a different shoulder or different position on the Super Predator. But there's nothing else that's different on how they use it compared to the normal Predators that we're going to expect in Predator Hunting Grounds to use it against Marines. So nothing really changes there. The next weapon choice would be the harpoon gun or harpoon cable. Essentially, he's able to shoot down this spear towards location, impale enemies on the way, and also then use the cabling to stop other enemies from getting to certain locations, or essentially blocking parts of the map so Marines can't run past that cabling, in blocking areas and blocking routes for them to utilize. Also, one of the weirdest but satisfying scenes that we saw in the Predator 2018 movie was the Super Predator chewing off a Marine or human's head off completely. Can we expect the exact same thing to happen here within the game? I think that'll be kind of awesome to see, because the idea of this character being pretty much a brute force character, which might have conflicts with the Berserker class, we may have to go into that as well, but essentially he's able to be high strength, high momentum, high physical damage, and pretty much biting off characters' heads off as he's chasing down his prey. I think that's kind of awesome to see and bloody amazing to see in action within this game. And one of the weirdest parts was when the Super Predator was talking to humans. Hoping we don't see that ever happen within this game, honestly. But let's focus on the idea of it being the Super Predator being compared to the Berserker class or Berserker Predator loadout within Predator Hunting Grounds. I feel like there's a lot of clash between those two classes, so we may not be able to see the Super Predator within the game as a whole different class. But there is a possibility we get to see the weapons added into the game into the future, and also a potential skin for the Berserker class to look like the Super Predator. I think that'll be kind of interesting to see. Mate, tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you want to see that in the game and be playable for you guys to utilize as well? Tell me in the comment section down below. But mates, as always, it is a pleasure to have mates on the channel here today to listen to all this good news. If you guys want to see more, make sure to hit that like button to show the support towards the channel, and hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with our content. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.